Evera214 said his favorite role player is Jason Terry before he was obliterated by LeBron in 2013. Don't forget about that. Jason Terry outplayed LeBron in 2011 NBA Finals and hit the dagger 3 in LeBron's face to seal Game 4 or 5. I'm not sure. Facts. I really like Jason Terry as a player, and yeah, he's one of my favorite role players of all time too. NBA, would you do it? It's very, very simple. It's kind of like some of the other ones we've done on the channel. We're going to be given a scenario and we have to decide whether or not we would do it. All right, let's get into the first one. Would you go undrafted and play for a super team? So this is saying, like, you know how when you're drafted first overall, usually you don't go to a team that's good. But would I go undrafted to play for a contender? To be honest with you, yeah, I don't think there's nothing wrong with going undrafted. Some great players in NBA history have went undrafted. In this picture, you got Ben Wallace, went undrafted, eventually ended up winning a ring. I would definitely go undrafted to play with a super team, or honestly, I would play for anybody. Anybody willing to give me a contract. If I'm undrafted, I'm putting my name on that line and hoping I can make a big enough impact to stay on the team or get a contract somewhere else. So yes, I would do it. Would you win a ring with a team or player you hate? So I don't have any players or any teams that I hate. There's one specific player that I guess you could say I hate, and that's Anderson Varejao. Would I team up with Anderson Varejao if that means that I can get a ring? Of course, because a lot of the time when it comes to these beefs in the NBA, it's not because I know Anderson Varejao personally. Maybe it's something he did on the court that I didn't agree with, but maybe in real life, Anderson Varejao is a really cool dude. So teaming up with him, if that means we're guaranteed a ring, let's do it. We do it 50 times. I don't really care as long as we get our rings. Would you play and sign with Big Baller Brand shoes for $100 million and only play with them? $100 million? Put my name on that line too. I'm signing that contract. I mean, I don't even have to play a single game in my NBA career if you're signing me for $100 million. Sign me up. And I know a lot of people hate on these shoes, but I don't think they're hideous shoes. They're not the best, obviously. The reason I didn't like them is just because of the price point. I'm not paying $500 for a pair of shoes. All right, I consider myself a sneakerhead, and I still wouldn't drop $500 on like some Yeezys or something. No. I have a limit, and I'm definitely not doing it on these shoes that I think are below average. But anyway, if they're paying me $100 million just to wear their shoes 82 games and whatever the playoffs is, sign me up. Why not? Would you trade all your players for Michael Jordan? It really depends on what team I'm on or I'm controlling. If I'm controlling the Nets, teams that have like just D'Angelo Russell and a bunch of young dudes that don't mean nothing, sure, sign me up for prime Jordan, you know? But if I'm controlling the Miami Heat back in the Big Three era, I'm not trading LeBron. I'm not trading Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh for one Jordan. Especially since, I mean, yes, Jordan is the best of all time, but if we make this trade to trade all of our players for him, that means the rest of our roster has to be like free agents and just like undrafted dudes. Nah. I don't think you win a ring just with Jordan. You know, Jordan went 6-0, but he had some great teams around him as well. So I guess it really depends on what team I'm controlling. Would you be a superstar with no help? No, because one superstar teams rarely win championships anymore. It just doesn't happen. I think the last team to do it, would you consider the Spurs a one superstar team? I don't know. Kawhi Leonard, Tim Duncan was on that squad. You know, they still have TP, Manu. I don't know. But if we're really trying to go all the way back, it was probably that Dallas Mavericks team that just had Dirk and a bunch of dudes that can shoot the ball. So they don't win often. So because of that, no, give me some help, man. Even if I'm not a superstar, I would like to play for a team that can win. So, no. If you were Derrick Rose, would you take a pay cut to play for a contender? Yes. Mike Korzemba, my friend Mike Korzemba, made a good video about this, actually like last week, where he was making the point that it's not too late for Derrick Rose to make a push for the Hall of Fame. If he plays like 6-man for a good team and wins some championships, it's definitely possible that Derrick Rose could get it to the Hall of Fame. I don't know if that's his goal in life. Maybe his goal is to make as much money for his family. I can respect that, especially with a guy that, you know, had a lot of injuries. Try to protect it by signing a big deal, even if you don't really want to play there just for your family. But if his goal was to make the Hall of Fame, if his goal is to win and win championships, take a little pay cut, Derrick. Take it. I mean, he's still not signed. He's one of the biggest free agents out there, I guess, and he's still not signed. But yeah, take the pay cut. come to Milwaukee. I don't know if Milwaukee's considered a contender just yet, but I think it'll be perfect for him. One, he's like an hour away from home. I mean, he lives here in Chicago. He's from Chicago. Milwaukee's like an hour and a half drive away. I went to Milwaukee to watch the Bucks play, and that's another reason. Yeah, go to Milwaukee so I can just drive up and see you play a couple times a year. It'll be great. Would you play with guns with Gilbert Arenas for $10 million? There's not a number on this planet that will make me play guns with anybody. My life is way too valuable. There's not a dollar amount that's worth my life, okay? So because of that, no. I don't care if it was $100 million, $10 million, $1, I'm not doing it. Guns are something I want to stay away from. Especially a dude pointing it at me. Yeah, pass. Would you get drafted your favorite team in the second round? Sure, I'll do that. I don't think it really matters where you get drafted. As long as you get drafted, you make an impact on your team. You know, you could be a second round pick and still make bank after your rookie contract because you did something for yourself. There's people that were drafted in the first round that don't get past their rookie contract because they're garbage, all right? So sure, I'll be a second round pick if I can play for my Bulls and make an impact because they would need somebody. Yeah, I'll do that. If you are D'Angelo Russell, would you leave Brooklyn if you get an opportunity? Honestly, I like D'Angelo Russell in Brooklyn. He has a team by himself with no pressure. I feel like people that come to LA, they always have the pressure to win immediately. Even if it's not win immediately, they have big shoes to fill considering all the amazing players that played for the Lakers, especially the one that just retired in Kobe Bryant. When D'Angelo Russell was brought in, they were like, okay, Kobe's going to retire. We're giving this team over to you. And honestly, there's probably a lot of pressure. In Brooklyn, you have no pressure. You can win 6 games next year. But if you progress as a player, I think it's a W for you, okay? If I was D'Angelo Russell, would I leave if the opportunity came, which I think is next year, actually. He got the opportunity to re-sign or become a restricted free agent. I just think it depends on what his priorities are. If his priorities is to get paid, then Brooklyn is your place. If your priority is to win a championship at a young age, then maybe Brooklyn is not your place. Would you go one-on-one against prime Allen Iverson in front of everyone you know for $1,000? Yeah, sure. Yeah, he's probably going to make me fall. He's going to tap me up a little bit. But you know what I'm going to be able to say for the rest of my life? I played Allen Iverson one-on-one. And I got paid for it. There's no L's. I mean, yeah, you're going to actually receive an L because he's going to win. But it's just a story you can tell your kids, your grandkids, show highlights of AI and be like, yeah, you see that dude? I guarded him for a little bit. You know, yeah, of course I would play him one-on-one for $1,000. So this is a fairly new Instagram page. Here's the ad right now, NBA_wood_you_do_it. It's a mouthful, but it's a fairly new thing. You see, they only got 38 posts, so we pretty much went through all of them. And I want to shout out to them because in the description, it does say that this page is dedicated to me. So I feel very honored, just like every other page that we use. So thank y'all so much for watching the video. If you did enjoy, be sure to leave it a like. For tomorrow's shout out of the day, let me think of something. For tomorrow's shout out, comment down below why your favorite team is your favorite team. The reasons you became a fan of whatever team you're a fan of, all right? Thank y'all so much for watching. I'll be back tomorrow.
Mr. Bennett never finished, you can't miss a call. Me and Super sold out, that's obese New York. Waste from Reggie's Pelly selling Reggie out the door. Now I'm thinking bigger motion pictures, foreign cars. Chloe Jordan folding text and wasn't here before. Now I hit withdraw.